The story begins with Leila, an English teacher who has suffered a lot in her life. Her husband used to abuse her, and after years of pain, she finally decided to divorce him. Even though she escaped that toxic marriage, the emotional scars remained. Wanting a fresh start, Leila moves to a new city and starts working at a high school as an English teacher. On her first day, the principal introduces her to the staff and asks the history teacher to show her around the school. Meanwhile, we meet Jason, a 19-year-old student from a struggling middle-class family. He lives with his parents, younger sister, and older brother. Life at home is far from perfect. His older brother once started selling drugs to earn money, but eventually got caught and sent to prison. Since then, Jason's parents have constantly warned him not to make the same mistake. Unfortunately, Jason has never been interested in studying. He's already been expelled from several schools and secretly starts selling drugs himself, hoping to earn enough money to help pay for his younger sister's education. At school, Jason always sits in the back of the classroom. He barely pays attention and spends most of his time hanging out with friends, partying, and getting into trouble. One day after class, Jason approaches Leila and asks for help with an essay assignment. When Leila asks what the topic is, Jason says he has to write about himself, but doesn't know what to say. Leila gently tells him that she can talk to her, and that whatever he shares will stay between them. Jason seems tempted to open up, but ultimately walks away without saying anything. Later, another teacher tells Leila not to waste her time on students like Jason, because they're beyond help. But Leila disagrees. She believes every student deserves a chance. Soon afterward, students are asked to read poems they have written. When Jason's turn comes, everyone expects him to fail. Instead, his poem surprises the entire class. His words reveal loneliness, pain, and emotions nobody knew he carried. Leila is deeply impressed. After class, she compliments his work and encourages him to focus more on his studies. For the first time in years, Jason feels seen and appreciated. Without realizing it, a special connection begins to form between them.
As time passes, Leila starts giving Jason extra lessons after school to help improve his grades. Slowly, Jason begins looking forward to these sessions. What starts as admiration gradually turns into genuine feelings. One evening, Leila goes to a pub with Andrew, the school's PE teacher. Andrew clearly likes her and hopes their friendship can become something more. Coincidentally, Jason is also at the pub with his friends. As he watches Leila laughing, dancing, and enjoying herself, he can't stop staring at her. For the first time, he sees her not as a teacher, but as a woman. A few days later, Jason arrives at Leila's house injured after a fight. Concerned, she lets him inside and cleans his wounds. Because it's raining heavily outside, Leila offers to drive him home. During the drive, Jason takes her to a spot overlooking the city lights. The view is beautiful. There, he asks her to teach him how to dance. At first, it seems innocent, but Jason uses the opportunity to get closer to her. Leila immediately reminds him that their relationship is inappropriate. She's his teacher. He's her student. Yet deep inside, she enjoys spending time with him. Neither of them wants to admit it. Meanwhile, Jason's grades start improving dramatically. His mother notices the change and asks what's happening. Jason proudly tells her that his new English teacher has helped him. His mother is grateful and says she wants to thank Leila personally. As the days pass, Jason becomes more attached to Leila and starts developing stronger feelings for her.
One night, everything changes. Leila and Andrew are once again at the pub. Jason happens to be there too. Andrew begins asking uncomfortable questions about Leila's past marriage, making her visibly upset. She leaves for the restroom. Jason follows her. As she comes out, he suddenly kisses her. For a brief moment, Leila kisses him back. Then reality hits. She immediately pulls away and leaves. Jason follows her home. At first, Leila refuses to speak with him. Eventually, she opens the door. Jason confesses his feelings. Leila insists she doesn't feel the same way. But Jason asks a question she cannot answer. If you don't like me, then why didn't you stop me? Moments later, he kisses her again. This time, Leila cannot resist. She finally accepts what she has been trying to deny. She has fallen in love with him too. Despite the age difference and the risks involved, they secretly begin a relationship. However, Leila warns Jason that nobody can ever find out. If their secret becomes public, everything could be destroyed. For a while, they enjoy their time together. They go to a lake, spend time talking, taking pictures, and sharing personal stories. Leila tells Jason about the abuse she suffered in her marriage and how she came to the city hoping for a new beginning. Jason promises that he would never hurt her. For the first time in years, Leila feels truly happy.
Unfortunately, secrets never stay hidden forever. One day, Jason's mother accidentally discovers photos of him and Leila together on his phone. She immediately realizes what's happening. Soon afterward, she confronts Leila at school. Furious, she warns her to stay away from her son. At the same time, rumors begin spreading among the staff. Some teachers start noticing how close Jason and Leila have become. Jason's mother also confronts him at home. A huge argument breaks out. Jason refuses to end the relationship. His mother accuses Leila of taking advantage of him. Angry and frustrated, Jason storms out of the house. Meanwhile, Leila finally tells her own mother the truth. Her mother's reaction is even worse. She demands that Leila end the relationship immediately. Now, both Jason and Leila find themselves completely isolated. Nobody supports them. Nobody understands them. Yet, they continue seeing each other in secret. One night, Jason arrives at Leila's house with flowers and apologizes for all the trouble. Leila forgives him. They spend the night together, knowing their future is becoming increasingly uncertain. Things become even more complicated when Andrew discovers their secret relationship. Soon after, while Leila is working alone at school late at night, Andrew takes advantage of the situation and forces himself on her.
Leila is devastated.
The experience brings back painful memories of her abusive marriage. When Jason learns what happened, he becomes furious. He wants Andrew punished immediately. But Leila explains that Andrew has threatened her. If she reports him, he will expose her relationship with Jason. The next day, Jason confronts Andrew at school. His anger quickly turns into violence. A fight breaks out and police are called. Jason is arrested. Leila waits anxiously outside the police station. Eventually, Jason is released, but the situation continues getting worse. Later, Leila discovers evidence proving that Andrew's actions were recorded by school security cameras. Armed with proof, she confronts him.
Andrew realizes he has no way out. To avoid serious consequences, he agrees to withdraw the case against Jason. For a moment, it seems like things might finally improve. But Leila knows the truth. Their relationship cannot survive forever.
After everything they've been through, Leila finally makes the hardest decision of her life. She decides to leave the city. When she tells Jason, his heart breaks. He begs her not to go. He even suggests that they run away together and start a new life somewhere else. But Leila refuses. She knows that their relationship can never have a normal future. The age difference, the teacher-student relationship, the constant judgment from everyone around them. The risks are simply too great. Jason returns home completely heartbroken. For the first time in a long while, he breaks down and cries in his mother's arms. The woman he loved is gone. And there's nothing he can do to stop it. In the end, this isn't just a love story. It's a story about two lonely people who found comfort in each other during the darkest moments of their lives. But sometimes love alone isn't enough. Sometimes the right person comes into your life at the wrong time. And sometimes the hardest thing you can do is let them go. And with that emotional goodbye, the story comes to an end. If you enjoyed this movie explanation, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join Soul of Cinema for more unforgettable movie stories. See you in the next video.